Hey guys, this is Hamon, and welcome back to Bytesize, the show where I review games that I've taken interest in. They don't have to be old, they have to be new, they just have to be something I'm interested in. And today we are going to be looking at Skul with 1L, the Hero Slayer. And it's a roguelike with the various things you find in most roguelikes. You find the 2D platforming, you find the randomly generated levels, you have the power-ups. It's like most of them at this point, most likely Dead Cells you'll probably think of. But in any case, the game's good. And I say that because there's just different aspects to it that make it a little bit different. But for now, the story is you are, or were, the witch's little bodyguard that has now been charged with saving the Demon King's army after the heroes of the human race have decided to be a complete jerks and attack you in the time of peace. Along your journey to basically do all this, you are going to meet various characters along with the bad guys in question, and thus make your way hopefully to the end and thus discover the reason why they started all this in the first place. It's a good game. Nothing really much to complain about. And I mean that in the best way, because the graphics are pretty good, characters are nicely designed, it's all pixel art, but it's really good pixel art. Like I said, character design's nice, the backgrounds are good, can't really complain much. It's like, even the animation's like pretty nice for what it is. I feel like some of the stuff is layered on top at times, but that's really not much to complain about at this point, because it's like, it gets the job done and there's not really much else to it. I mean, if I play it a little further and I find like some massive flaw in the whole thing, maybe, but it's like, as of now, it's not really there. I'll probably make an edit thing in the middle of it. If so, it'll probably be right below me. That's really it. There's nothing really much to complain about graphic-wise. Gameplay-wise, kind of similar. Because it's like most roguelikes. It hits a lot of the marks. It hits the randomly generated dungeon mark. It hits the 2D platforming aspect for the games that do that. It hits the enemies being various type of things depending on where you are. That kind of stuff. And yeah, nothing really groundbreaking per se. Like, the only real difference in this one is that instead of weapons, you collect these skulls that you can replace with your head, and these skulls grant you special abilities based on what they are. For instance, you can get like a werewolf skull that, honestly, it's kind of random which power-up you get because of your special attacks. Because you could get the same skull and then have this whole other thing to have with it. Power-ups are here and here as well, and you can make them synergize with the weapons you have and such, so, you know, keep that kind of thing in mind. Otherwise, it is like most others, so not really much. I mean, you also have to learn how the enemies move, so you know how to attack them properly, but yeah, not really much difference there. And despite all this, I would say, go check it out. Again, it's not a bad game. For me, personally, it's like, as much as I enjoy it, it's like I have Dead Cells, I've played Hades, I've played all these other roguelike games, so it's like adding another one to the list isn't necessarily gonna do me anything. So yeah, check it out. I'll probably play a bit more just so I can like see how far I can get type of thing. But once the Xbox Game Pass decides to get it out of its library, I'm not gonna really miss it. In any case, you'll find it on the following consoles along with Xbox Game Pass if you have the subscription, and it will be at the price at the bottom left hand of the screen along with any sale or anything because, you know, Xbox Game Pass seems to do that every now and then, so keep that in mind. With that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video of Bytesize. If you did, like, fave, share, all that usual stuff, hitting the bell after you subscribe so you know when the next video comes out, and I will see you next time. Bye!